The journey of Kundalini awakening, a natural energy transformation. Imagine an untapped force within you, lying dormant, waiting for the right moment to rise and transform your life. This energy, known as Kundalini, is rooted in ancient yogic and tantric traditions and has been described for centuries as a coiled serpent at the base of the spine. Once awakened, this energy flows upward through your body, activating each energy center or chakra along the way. Kundalini, derived from Sanskrit words meaning coiled and pit, is not just a concept but a profound spiritual experience. This energy is often referred to as Shakti, the feminine force of creation and transformation. When awakened, it can trigger a deep inner metamorphosis, one that reshapes you physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically, and spiritually. This awakening isn't always smooth. It can feel intense and disruptive, taking years, or even lifetimes, to fully integrate. But for those willing to navigate this path, Kundalini awakening offers a way to break free from mundane existence and embrace a deeper connection with the infinite self. Liberation, in this very life, becomes a real possibility. The process has been mapped out by yogas, mystics, and spiritual teachers throughout history. By examining their wisdom, we can gain valuable insights to guide us through this journey. In this guide, we'll explore the stages of Kundalini awakening, diving into the key phases and what to expect as this powerful energy transforms your being. Stage 1. Awakening the dormant energy. The first stage of Kundalini awakening is the ignition of the dormant energy within you. This energy lies coiled near the base of your spine, waiting to be awakened. Awakening Kundalini is not a single event but a gradual process, often triggered by dedicated spiritual practices such as meditation, yoga, chanting, or prayer. In some cases, unexpected events or mystical experiences can also spark this initial awakening. Once this energy is stirred, it sets you on a transformative path with no return. It's essential to approach this process with genuine commitment and intention because the changes it brings are profound and irreversible. Signs of initial awakening are often dramatic and unmistakable. You may experience physical sensations like strong energy currents, tingling, or heat coursing through your body. Spontaneous movements called kriyas can occur as blockages in your energy channels release. These physical manifestations often happen alongside inner experiences such as vivid visions, inner sounds, or heightened awareness of subtle energies. Stage 2. The cleansing process. As the Kundalini energy rises, it begins to cleanse your body, mind, and energy system. This cleansing can bring suppressed emotions and memories to the surface, allowing you to confront and release them. While this process can feel overwhelming, it's a necessary step in breaking free from old patterns and limitations. Energetically, the nadis, subtle energy channels, and nervous system must adapt to the increased flow of energy. If your body isn't prepared, this influx can feel like a surge of electricity, leading to overstimulation, fatigue, or emotional upheaval. This is why physical and emotional preparation is crucial before attempting to awaken Kundalini. Practices like physical detoxification, grounding exercises, and mindful self-care can help your system handle the energy more smoothly. Without proper preparation, a premature or chaotic awakening can lead to imbalances such as anxiety, confusion, or even physical discomfort. But when approached with care, this energy becomes a sacred force, purging negativity and reshaping your inner world. Stage 3. Confronting shadows and trauma. Kundalini awakening doesn't just energize you. It also brings everything hidden within you to light. Old traumas, fears, and limiting beliefs will surface, demanding your attention and healing. This process can feel relentless, but it's an essential part of the journey. Kundalini acts like a mirror, reflecting everything you need to release in order to grow. By facing these shadows head-on, you allow the energy to flow more freely, breaking down the barriers that once held you back. This stage is about surrendering to the process and trusting that the energy is working for your highest good, even when it feels challenging. Stage 4. Transformation and integration. As the energy continues to rise, it transforms not only your body but also your mind and spirit. You may find yourself gaining new insights, experiencing heightened intuition, or feeling a deeper connection to the world around you. This stage is about integrating the changes Kundalini brings and aligning your life with this new state of awareness. Your physical body may also undergo changes, with newfound energy and vitality replacing old patterns of stagnation. Creativity may flourish, and you might feel more inspired and aligned with your purpose. This is the phase where your external reality begins to reflect your inner transformation. Approaching Kundalini with care. Kundalini awakening is a powerful process, but it's not something to rush into without preparation. Balancing your body, mind, and spirit is key to navigating this journey successfully. Practices like yoga, meditation, breathwork, and grounding exercises can help create the stability needed to welcome this energy into your life. The process demands patience and mindfulness. It's not about forcing the energy to rise, but allowing it to awaken naturally when you're ready. Trust that this energy, when approached with respect and care, will guide you toward greater healing, understanding, and liberation. The intense journey of Kundalini awakening. A practical and balanced guide. When Kundalini energy awakens, it can feel like a whirlwind of physical, emotional, and spiritual transformation. Physically, you may experience unusual sensations or spontaneous movements in your body. These arise as the energy works to clear blockages in the subtle energy channels, called nadis, and the energy centers known as chakras. Emotionally, this awakening can bring up intense feelings like anger, sadness, fear, or even shame. These emotions may feel overwhelming, but they're part of the process. The energy is bringing unresolved feelings and past experiences to the surface so you can release them. Think of it as a form of deep emotional and energetic detox. During this time, it's crucial to care for yourself. Prioritize rest, nourish your body, and seek support from loved ones, mentors, or spiritual guides. Kundalini awakening is powerful and transformative, but it can also be destabilizing if you try to go through it alone. Physical and energetic adjustments. As Kundalini energy continues to rise, it begins to rewire your body and mind. This includes reorganizing your brain's chemistry and strengthening the energy channels to handle the increased flow of energy. You might notice strange physical sensations, altered states of consciousness, or heightened awareness. While these experiences can feel unsettling, they're a sign that profound changes are taking place. You may also feel a deep sense of identity disruption. This is the ego's natural response to change, as it struggles to maintain control. But rather than fearing these shifts, try to embrace them. This energy is reshaping you into a vessel capable of holding more light, wisdom, and awareness. Purification often comes with moments of discomfort. Old patterns, limiting beliefs, and deeply held fears will rise to the surface, demanding to be acknowledged and released. By observing these emotions with mindfulness and compassion, you allow the energy to do its work without resistance, awakening the chakras and unlocking potential. As Kundalini moves through each chakra, it activates latent abilities, or siddhis, often referred to as mystical powers in yogic traditions. These powers can include heightened intuition, vivid inner visions, or an expanded perception of reality. You might see light emanating from people or objects, experience telepathy, or even gain insights into past lives. At this stage, you may perceive reality differently. External experiences take on a dreamlike quality, and you might begin to understand that everything in the physical world is a reflection of consciousness. These profound shifts can feel exhilarating, but also overwhelming. With these abilities, however, comes responsibility. The purity of your intentions is key. Without a strong ethical foundation, these powers can inflate the ego and lead to confusion or misuse. It's easy to mistake newfound abilities for spiritual progress, but true growth lies in humility and self-awareness. Staying grounded amidst awakening. Kundalini awakening is not about gaining power or special abilities. It's about aligning with a higher purpose and using your gifts for the greater good. To stay grounded, remain a witness to your experiences. Avoid becoming attached to visions, insights, or any external phenomena. Instead, focus on integrating these changes into your daily life in practical and meaningful ways. Direct the energy you receive toward serving others. Test insights before acting on them, and be mindful of self-centered impulses. This journey isn't about personal gain. It's about embodying compassion, humility, and wisdom. By staying grounded, you'll navigate these transformations with grace and clarity. The challenges of purification. After the initial excitement of awakening, the deeper work begins. The process of energetic purification can be long and challenging, often revealing areas of struggle you didn't realize were there. This phase is sometimes called the dark night of the soul. It's a period of deep introspection where the contrast between your past struggles and your current growth becomes painfully clear. During this time, it's easy to feel discouraged, but remember, the discomfort is temporary, and it's paving the way for deeper freedom and transformation. Trust the process and know that each challenge is an opportunity for growth. Kundalini awakening is a profound journey that requires patience, self-care, and humility. It's not a quick fix or a path to instant enlightenment, but a process of deep transformation. As the energy clears blockages, awakens potential, and purifies your being, you'll come to see life in a whole new way. Remember to stay grounded, seek support when needed, and approach this journey with respect and mindfulness. The goal of this process isn't to gain mystical powers or escape the human experience, but to align with your true self and live with greater clarity, love, and purpose. You are the steward of this energy, and how you navigate this journey will shape the person you become. Stay open, stay humble, and trust that each step you take is bringing you closer to the freedom and fulfillment you've always sought. The dark night of the soul, a journey through transformation. The phrase dark night of the soul was popularized by St. John of the Cross, a Spanish mystic and poet who described his spiritual journey through profound darkness and despair. But this concept isn't confined to Christianity. It's recognized across many spiritual traditions. The dark night is a crucial and painful step toward enlightenment, often described as a complete breakdown of the ego before the soul can emerge into unity consciousness. This process is not just metaphorical. It feels like facing death while still alive, as every attachment, belief, and comfort you've relied on is stripped away. It's a surrender to the unknown, where the familiar sense of self dissolves, leaving space for something deeper and more eternal to emerge. For many, this experience brings intense isolation. Even when surrounded by others, it can feel like no one truly understands the depth of this sacred ordeal. Past spiritual progress might seem to vanish, and the grace that once felt abundant can feel distant. Yet, this emptiness and sense of meaninglessness are critical. They're the soul's way of clearing out what no longer serves, making room for true self-realization and spiritual growth. The challenge of letting go. The dark night demands unwavering dedication and discipline. It's a long and often thankless process, one that can stretch over years or even lifetimes. The temptation to abandon the spiritual path and return to worldly distractions can be overwhelming. But for those who persist, the rewards are profound. This stage forces you to confront every illusion and false attachment. Old identities, beliefs, and external validations fall away, leaving only the raw essence of who you are. It's painful and disorienting, but it's also deeply transformative. With time and perseverance, moments of clarity, joy, and surrender begin to break through the noise, revealing glimpses of the freedom that lies ahead. Connection and solitude. One of the most comforting realizations during the dark night is that you're not alone. While it's a deeply personal journey, others have walked this path before. Saints, mystics, and seekers throughout history have faced the same trials, and their wisdom can offer hope and guidance. Finding like-minded individuals who are also navigating their dark night can provide a sense of solidarity and encouragement. At the same time, the dark night often requires extended periods of solitude. This isn't isolation for its own sake, but a necessary space for integration. The nervous system, overwhelmed by the intense energy of transformation, needs time to adjust. Too much interaction with the external world can feel exhausting or even depleting, signaling the need to turn inward once again. Moments of grace and insight. Amid the darkness, grace begins to emerge. Meditation deepens, bringing spontaneous moments of stillness and being. The ego's grip loosens, and false self-concepts built on external conditions start to dissolve. You begin to see the temporary nature of the material world, and behind it, the soul perceives a deeper, eternal truth. This shift brings profound insights. What once seemed random or chaotic now feels purposeful, as if the pieces of a puzzle are finally coming together. You may experience moments of intense clarity, where the beauty and interconnectedness of life are undeniable. Tears flow as old wounds are released, and a deep sense of gratitude and wonder takes their place. The cosmic dance. As the transformation continues, life begins to feel like a magical dance. The awareness of death, rather than being a source of fear, imbues each moment with sacredness. Every experience becomes an opportunity for spiritual growth, and karmic patterns from this life and beyond start to unravel. Inner visions may grow vivid, and you might feel guided by an unseen spiritual counsel, figures like shamans, monks, or mystics who seem to offer wisdom from within. External reality starts to feel like a shadow of something greater, while the inner world expands with overwhelming love, insight, and creativity. This isn't just a mental shift, it's an energetic one. The body feels the intensity of these changes, requiring more rest and solitude to integrate them. Shakti, the life force energy behind this transformation, reshapes your nervous system and perception, making it challenging to engage with the external world in the same way as before. The collapse of time and space. One of the most extraordinary aspects of the dark night is how it alters your sense of time and space. Past and future seem to collapse, leaving only the present moment, alive with infinite potential. The external world feels small, almost like a trinket, compared to the vastness of the inner reality. The newfound connection to the cosmos brings waves of inspiration, foresight, and love that are almost too intense to contain. You might feel electrified by creativity, as if the universe itself is working through you. Yet, amidst all this expansion, there's also a sense of stillness, an understanding that everything is already perfect as it is. The dark night of the soul is not a destination but a process. It's a necessary dismantling of all that is false to uncover the truth of who you are. This journey requires patience, resilience, and faith in the process. But for those who see it through, the rewards are immense: freedom from egoic limitations, a deeper connection to the divine, and a life filled with purpose and authenticity. As challenging as it may be, remember that the dark night is temporary. The dawn always follows, bringing a brighter, clearer awareness of your true self. Trust the process, lean into the discomfort, and allow the energy of transformation to guide you. You're not alone on this path, and every step you take brings you closer to the light. The journey through spiritual awakening, from darkness to infinite light. As your spiritual journey deepens, you might notice heightened sensitivity in both your body and emotions. This sensitivity isn't a weakness, it's your system evolving, becoming finely tuned to connect with forces beyond what you can see. But this new awareness can make certain environments or interactions feel overwhelming. Protecting your sacred inner space becomes essential, and periods of solitude or structured rituals help to maintain balance and strengthen your energetic boundaries. During this transformation, your connection to the divine grows stronger, and with it, your ability to access the limitless potential of the universe. But this growth demands patience. Rushing the process or engaging with the world too broadly, too soon, can cause confusion or setbacks. Silence and stillness become invaluable tools, allowing you to master each stage of development before moving forward. The rebirth from darkness. Emerging from the dark night of the soul feels like being reborn, like a phoenix rising from its ashes. Everything superficial, the desires, fears, and attachments of the ego, falls away. In its place, an unshakable serenity takes root, one that's not dependent on external circumstances. The soul begins to experience a divine intimacy that becomes its single guiding purpose. Worldly distractions lose their pull. The cravings and ambitions that once dominated your life are replaced by a profound sense of unity with the eternal. This union brings a deep and lasting fulfillment, making smaller desires seem insignificant. The inner world becomes rich with divine communion, revealing truths that words can't fully capture. At this stage, silence becomes a powerful teacher. It holds truths that even the most eloquent speech cannot convey. A natural pull towards solitude emerges not from a place of avoidance, but from a need to recalibrate and integrate the transformative energy flowing through you. Letting go of old attachments. As your spiritual awareness sharpens, you may find the need to step back from relationships or environments that are too closely tied to your old identity. These connections, while once meaningful, might now feel misaligned with your evolving sense of self. This isn't about abandoning others. It's about creating space for your soul to breathe and grow. Ego-driven projections, whether onto spiritual teachers or others, begin to dissolve. You realize that wisdom and divinity aren't confined to specific people or forms. They're everywhere, wearing countless masks. This understanding liberates you from dependency on external sources of guidance, allowing you to trust your own inner compass. Guided by inspiration rather than obligation, you feel free to explore life without rigid rules or expectations. There's a newfound courage to face any situation with inner peace and balance. Compassion burns brightly, replacing fear and doubt, and your focus shifts to helping others awaken to their potential. The summit of awareness. As you progress, a profound realization dawns. The ego, the part of you that interprets and reacts to life, was never your true self. It falls away, leaving only pure, indivisible awareness. You're no longer confined to the idea of being a separate individual. Instead, you merge into a state of unity consciousness, where the boundaries between self and other dissolve. The stage of life, with its drama and roles, loses its hold. You become the witness, fully aware and liberated. This doesn't mean life becomes dull or detached. It becomes richer. The dreamer awakens, recognizing the perfection that has always been present but veiled by illusions. The clouds of confusion part, revealing the eternal sun that was never gone, only obscured. In this state, divine rapture flows freely. It's no longer about you experiencing life, but consciousness itself delighting in its infinite forms. Even as the ownness of everything collapses back into separation for the sake of life cycles, you never forget the deathless source of it all. The dance between form and formlessness. Life becomes a dance between the infinite and the finite, between the unchanging source and the ever-shifting forms it takes. You embrace the artistry of existence, sculpting your life with joy and creativity. Challenges no longer feel like obstacles, but opportunities to express the divine within you. This awareness transforms your perception of life. Every moment becomes sacred, every encounter a reflection of the cosmic dance. Karmic patterns, once heavy with emotional weight, begin to unravel, revealing a hidden order and purpose behind the chaos. What once seemed random now feels like part of a larger, beautiful design. Your inner world expands with overwhelming love, insight, and creativity, while the external world feels lighter and less significant. Tears of understanding flow as old wounds heal, and a profound sense of gratitude takes their place. Infinite potential, grounded in presence. As the journey of Kundalini awakening progresses, you begin to embody the divine in every aspect of life. The energy flowing through you is no longer something to control or resist. It becomes a natural part of your being. You move through life with a sense of purpose, yet without attachment to outcomes. Passionate engagement with the world no longer opposes spiritual communion. Instead, the two merge, creating a harmonious interplay between action and stillness. From this wellspring of infinite potential, blessings overflow, nourishing not just your soul but the lives of those around you. Your presence itself becomes a gift, radiating love and wisdom. You no longer feel bound by the identities you once held. Spontaneous actions arise effortlessly, guided by a higher intelligence that seeks only to serve the evolution of all beings. A sacred evolutionary impulse. The journey of Kundalini awakening is not just about personal growth. It's about aligning with the sacred evolutionary impulse that exists within all of us. This process demands courage, patience, and trust. It asks us to go beyond comfort, to face adversity with grace, and to see life as an exquisite spiritual path. In the end, you realize that nothing was ever truly broken or needed fixing. The transformation was never about changing who you are. It was about remembering the perfection that has always been within you. May we honor this sacred journey, embrace its challenges, and celebrate the divine potential that lies at the heart of every experience. Life itself becomes the ultimate teacher, and every moment, a step closer to the infinite.